Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by showing you some of the best places to eat here in Paro, Bhutan. Now Paro is a small town here in Bhutan, but it is your entry and exit point from the country since the only airport is located here. Chances are you're going to be spending a few days here either at the beginning of your trip or at the end, and it can be a little bit difficult to figure out where are some of the best places to eat, try to find some of those local hidden gems. So today I want to share my favorites here in Paro. So this is Mountain Cafe, a chain here in Bhutan, and it's one of those places where you'll get consistent food. So you kind of know what you get. They have great coffee, great tea, like I'm having, starting with this ginger tea. So they have a variety of different Indian dishes, Western dishes, but also Bhutanese dishes like this puta. And this is basically buckwheat noodles with eggs. You can get it with beef, chicken, or pork as well, or you can get it just vegetables only, with mixed vegetables, eggs, like I mentioned, onions, carrots, parsley, some spring onions, as well as some red chili flakes, which if you've seen any of my videos about Bhutanese cuisine, you know red chili flakes are pretty much in everything. So I'm just gonna grab a big bite of these large buckwheat noodles, which are like slathered in oil. So the noodles kind of taste like, it tastes like pizza crust. I know that sounds weird, but that's what they taste like. And then behind it, you get this heat coming up from the chili flakes, and it's not too hot though. I'd say like a 5 out of 10, maybe, yeah, about a 5 out of 10. It's not too terribly spicy. Now what you're supposed to do with this is take some yogurt, just served on the side, and then take a scoop of that and just put it over the puta here, over the buckwheat noodles. Sort of a light yogurt, a lot of water in it, and it goes really well with the crunchiness of the cabbage that's in there as well. And if you like pasta and yogurt, two great flavors that go just so well together. And so Mountain Cafe, one of my favorite places to eat in Paro, one of those places that's just very consistent. You'll find people going back here mostly for the coffee. Coffee is very good, but they have got an excellent selection of teas as well. You can try something like this puta, which one of my favorite dishes when it comes to Bhutanese cuisine. So that was Mountain Cafe. Now if you're wondering, that entire meal costs 438 Noltram, which is about $5.20. It's a little bit on the pricier side for Paro, but it's not expensive by any means. Like I mentioned, there are a couple of these mountain cafes up and down here in Paro and throughout Bhutan, but if you're gonna come to a mountain cafe, I highly recommend this one that I went to right behind me. It is right across from this shrine here, and it's got a great view of the mountains, as well as the zhong is over there as well, and it's a little bit less crowded than the one that's on the main street. That one is always packed. This place is a little bit quieter, so if you've got your choice between mountain cafes, this one right as you enter Paro is probably the best one to go to. So now that we've been to Mountain Cafe, let's dive deep into the heart of Bhutanese cuisine, to a dish, a staple dish here that you just have to try while you are in Bhutan, and that's momos. So this is Momo Corner, and momos are dumplings. They're basically steamed or fried dumplings filled with cheese, cabbage, or different kinds of meat. Really popular with locals. If you tell them you're gonna be, thank you. If you're gonna be having momos here in Paro, for example, they're gonna recommend this place. Alright, so the momos have arrived, and you can see just cutting into them, oil coming out of the top of the momo. And inside we've got our cabbage, that's carrots, as well some lettuce and cheese. Sort of a very creamy cheese. It's like almost like a sort of a wet macaroni and cheese. Got some of the kids were playing around with me. So what I like about the cheese here is it's got sort of this like a wet macaroni and cheese, white cheese kind of flavor. That's what it tastes like. Macaroni and cheese ball covered in pasta with salad in it. Does that make sense? Not spicy at all. Not a lot of salt, not a lot of pepper. Now with your momo, you also get this stock soup. This is vegetable stock soup. It's basically a watery little hot cup of soup with some chopped up parsley in it, and that's basically it. It's very salty. It's got that salt. It goes well with the momos, since the momos don't have a lot of flavor on their own. Where momos do get their flavor though is in one of these bad boys. This is where all the fun happens, this is where the hot sauce is, and this is what spices up and gives your momos a real kick. It's got a very strong mustard and vinegar taste to it, and a lot of spice, got a lot of heat. Yeah, Momo Corner. Good place for momos. This entire plate of momos with the soup that comes with it is 80 nultrum, or about $1. So that was Momo Corner, and like I said, right across the street here, if we just walk over here, is another great place for momos, and that's Joel Momo. Because the momos are stuffed with more filling, the momos are a little bit larger, they cost a little bit more over here just because of the bigger momos. So if you want something that's more of a meal, you want momos that are in a broth or a stew, for example, they have that as well over there, right across from Momo Corner. Also, I just want to note that it's raining, and the kids who sat across the table from me were explaining that if it starts raining during the Paro festival, which is the time of the Paro festival, it means that the gods are happy and that the upcoming new year is going to be really good. So let's hope that's true. I'm all for good omens. And finally, one of my favorite places to eat in Paro is My Kind of Place. Some of the things I really like about My Kind of Place are the fresh ingredients they use in all of their dishes. The vegetables, the fruits are all fresh. They're all just so tasty. You can get a wide variety of Bhutanese cuisine like amidashi. They make the best amidashi that I've had here in Bhutan, which is this melted cheese with hot chilies in it, along with some Tibetan breads that they bake fresh here daily. They also have a wide variety of fresh made teas and juices, so you can enjoy some of those. And it's such a comfortable interior to sit. You can sit on the second floor here and just overlook Paro, just overlook this main street that goes up and down here in the middle of Paro. It's a really nice and relaxing atmosphere. The staff are incredibly friendly. The owner is incredibly friendly. They'll come out and talk to you about Bhutan, about food, about everything. There's no free Wi-Fi here, but I don't think you'll miss it at all, just because speaking with the staff and interacting with them is such a nice experience. So there you have it. Those are some of the best places to eat here in Paro, Bhutan. Everything is very close to each other. It's all walking distance. You can easily walk up and down throughout the entire city because it is just a town, really. It's not very big. But if you have any questions about where things are, or about any of the foods you saw, or anything else, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week, and I'll see you in the next video. And the gods must be really happy because it's really raining, like a lot.